I mean, the coverage is really nice. Favorite foundation of 2022? I am shook. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing another foundation review. It has been so long and I feel like I'm so late on this. Better late than never. I'm going to be reviewing the new Haus Labs Foundation. And this is, I went to Sephora and they finally, I think they've had them for a while. I know for COVID, they stopped with the samples for a bit, but now they brought them back. So I got 2 shades of the samples because we like to try before we buy here on this channel and save some coin. So if you guys are interested to see how the new Haus Labs Foundation wears and how it will cover my acne prone skin and hyperpigmentation, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I got 2 shades. So I got 220 light medium warm and then 210 light medium neutral. I'm not exactly sure how each is gonna look on me, so I'm gonna kind of swatch it and see. Also skin updates, this is how we're looking. Definitely some marks. It is just scarring, so nothing too active. I do have a little friend coming in up here. Hopefully this works as I have dinner with my coworkers soon. And I don't want to look like a hot mess. So light medium warm. And this is light medium neutral. Let's see if it looks better. Oh, I think warm might be the way to go. Based off of this, it looks like a light medium warm. Put light medium warm on the rest of my face. So I'm gonna use this side with the brush. Let's see how this works. I don't think I have any beauty blenders with me, but we're gonna see. Definitely medium coverage. You can see how much it has evened out my skin tone. Again, the shade isn't bad, so that's really good. So that is light medium warm. Definitely you can see the amount of coverage still peeking through, but not nearly as harsh as it was. So now I'm just gonna put the rest of it on. I like how it feels. I don't think it feels too heavy. I'm not seeing it cling to any dryness. I am pretty moisturized, but I know I've said that in the past, and then it ends up being like a stage 5 clinger. Use my Tati Blendable because I don't have a sponge with me today. I mean, the coverage is really nice. And I feel like I look really smooth and really blurred. Like, this is crazy. I definitely like the color. Like, I couldn't tell in Sephora completely because it looked a little dark. I'm looking pretty even. Just to see how it builds up, I'm gonna add a little bit more right here on the spots that I think I need it. Definitely covering. I'm gonna use it on this side too. I need to do like a more accurate sponge test, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. I feel like it blends it in so effortlessly. It doesn't look dry. I don't feel like it's crusting around my nose. And I'm also setting with my Patrick Top powder. You all know how I feel about this. If you saw my little mini review on Instagram, probably gonna do, I'm debating. You guys wanna see a full foundation review on this? Let me know and I'll save my thoughts for that. But spoiler, I do love the powder. This is how the foundation's looking. I actually love how it's laying. Again, my blush is a little insane because I just used all cream and it could be better and I can't find my blending brush. I'm trying the best with my finger. I just hate using the same brushes that I use with my foundation to like blend, but I guess it makes a more seamless blend. I'm weird. I just hate it. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm the problem. I love how blurred. I look so blurred. It's incredible. Pores who? Truly pores who. Yeah, but this is, it looks flawless. Lady Gaga, you're onto something. You're onto something. So right now it is like 5:30. I'm gonna go on with the rest of my day and we will go ahead and check in after and see how this holds up. But so far, like after our first test, I'm very impressed and very excited. I've also just been like in a little slump lately, but I'm definitely gonna go back and get into content. Go super hard because I feel like I've been on the Instagram game and I went pretty hard at that like this year in general and during the summer, and which has been great and I love it. I love doing reels, but like my first love is YouTube and I'm like really let YouTube take a backseat, which is I'm like upset at myself for doing that. So thank you for continuing to follow along. Thank you for bearing with me, and I just wanted to say thank you and I appreciate all of you, and let's continue to grow our community. Okay, so this is how we're looking at the end of the night. It's like 11. This is how it's looking so far. I had no extra concealer on, so this is all just the foundation. I feel like I still look very blurred. Yeah, I feel like it's not popping up on camera as good as it is in person, but like it's holding on pretty well. I have on the light medium warm of the Haus Labs Foundation. We love a Sephora sample, as you guys know. So it's wearing pretty well. Again, the cream products I'm using today does not go well on top of powder. But other than the mess, it looks pretty good and pretty smooth, which is nice. I don't know if it's the Il Maquillage brush I'm using with it, but this foundation, like the Sephora sale is going on now. I might have to hop on over and get the full size because it looks incredible. Now I say that, but then there's a part of me I love, but I'm also not obsessed with it. Like, it's so good, but do I need another foundation, you know? Or is it reminding me of another foundation that I already have that I love just as much that I don't need? It's kind of giving me the Il Makiage foundation vibe. I say that, I mean, the Il Makiage was really nice. Like, I liked it, but I wasn't obsessed with it. It wasn't crazy. I love the blur and it looks so nice. Going in between, if the Haus Labs so far is a need or not, it hasn't broken me out yet. That's a good time. You do need, however, are these Merit bronzers. I am obsessed. Oh my gosh, I just put on ACNE today. It's the darker of the two. In my previous video, you saw I put on Clay, and I thought this was gonna be too dark for me, but it's actually so good. So good. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep wearing this foundation. We'll see. Okay, it is the end of the day. I am looking a little dry on my chin and also in between my forehead, which I typically do get pretty dry, but I'm actually surprised. I've never looked this dry with this foundation. I mean, it's the second time I've worn it. But I still think I look pretty blurred, which is good. So I think if I moisturize a little bit more, we'll be okay. This is the first foundation in a very, very long time. Tinted moisturizers, tinted sunscreens included, where I feel like I have absolutely nothing on my face. It was like sitting, and I forgot that I have to like use my cleansing balm tonight because I have makeup on. I don't feel this at all, which is shocking. I have it in the coverage. For me not feeling it at all, I have never had a medium coverage or full coverage foundation that feels this light. Apologies, my hair looks so crusty today, but we're gonna work with it. This is another day wearing the Haus Labs Foundation. This is actually my first time applying it with a beauty sponge, and I really like how it turned out. My skin's a little dry, but I don't feel like it's emphasizing it too much. I mean, there's a little bit right here. It's a little crusty, but not as bad as some other foundations I have experienced. Might be breaking out my skin now that I think about it. But to be continued. I'm gonna wear it a couple more days, and if not, I'll put in the description an update on my breakout status. How smooth it makes my skin. I feel like it's not emphasizing any pores. Also the Charlotte Tilbury palette and the Refi. I'm not wearing the Refi highlighting gel today, but the Charlotte Tilbury palette, you need ASAP Rocky. But I really am liking the Haus Labs so far. However, I don't know what it is about it. Don't misunderstand. I like it. I think so far it's a really great foundation, but I'm not in like the category of obsessed enough where I'm like, this is my favorite foundation launch of 2022. I'm not there yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but I really like it. Only time will tell, so stay tuned. All right guys, it's time for me to wrap up my review on the Haus Labs foundation. Loved how it looked. I love how blurring it was on my skin. I felt like it was super lightweight. One of the lightest foundations, like I had mentioned in one of my check-ins. I couldn't even feel it on my skin. It felt so good. I was really impressed. I was more impressed than I thought I was gonna be, but I also heard a lot of hype on it, so I also wasn't super surprised. The colors were a better match than I thought they were gonna be, especially I think it was 120, and it was pretty good. I love how I wear it the other day. It did not break me out, so that is one of the biggest tests I look for when trying new foundations. I love the coverage. I love that it's a good medium coverage. It's a little buildable, but I don't think you're gonna get any super full coverage glam looks out of it, but it's still a really nice looking foundation. I think it's perfect for every day. Even going out, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Armani Luminous Silk, or even the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear or Armani. I think it is very similar to these. More Armani, I'm not sure why, even though I think these are pretty good dupes for each other anyway, but it was just kind of more of like the feeling and like fluidity that Armani had. Looking for kind of an Armani dupe, I think that's the one, although I think this one this one is a little bit more luminous than the Haus Labs. Almost like a satin finish. Oh my god. Like a satin finish, which I really enjoyed. I know you guys are probably wondering, am I going to purchase the full size of the Haus Labs foundation? And I don't know. I really, really like the foundation. I think it's a great foundation. It really did surprise me. I thought it looked really great on my skin. I wore really well throughout the day. I really enjoyed it. I think it's really good. I don't think you'll be disappointed by this foundation if you've been eyeing it and you're in need of a new foundation to try. I say go ahead and go for it. Get the Haus Labs. However, is it my favorite foundation? Best thing I've ever tried? Blew my mind? No, it's not, which is why I just have other foundations that maybe it's just me because I've just tried so many foundations at this point. It's just really hard to impress me. It needs to really wow me, and it wasn't really wowed by this. It was nothing that I'm gonna run out and buy and be upset if it's sold out. That's how I kind of feel about it. Or if it was discontinued, I'd be like, no, don't do it. Like, it's not like that for me, at least for me. Like, I have other foundations I like much better. There's like great drugstore foundation, L'Oreal Fresh Wear, highly recommend this for everyone. Or if you're looking for some Sephora finds, the Kosas foundation, this really blew me away. I wasn't even excited about this one, and I was like, yes, give her to me. Has those skincare benefits. I really love the Kosas. It's just, I don't know what it is about it, because it's just a great foundation. House Labs like undertones were kind of weird for me. They weren't as warm as I would have liked them to. They were kind of not gray. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it looked fine on my skin, but I just wish they were a touch more warm, a little bit more yellow, if you will. I just have so many that I'm still struggling to get through. Don't really want to buy the Haus Labs foundation right now. Maybe in the future I'll buy it, but right now I'm so stacked on foundations that it didn't blow me away enough to purchase the full size and fully utilize her the way she deserves. If you're really into looking for a new foundation, try it. Highly recommend. If you got on the Sephora sale, good on you, but is it a need? Absolutely not. If you guys are interested in any of my other foundation recommendations and want me to go a little bit more in depth, you can go ahead and click this playlist here. Or if you want to see some skincare videos or also me try on wedding dresses for my wedding series, you can go ahead and click here, and it is, I'm obsessed.